Hello, I've got a great practice for you today to improve your balance. It's also going to help you improve your posture. It's going to work on your core because anytime we work on balance, our core has to tighten up to hold us straight and hold us upright. And it's going to work on your legs and glutes. So have a chair handy for this one. We'll try using the chair and not using the chair, but always have it handy there. As you do this more and more, you're going to get better and better at it. It's going to be a short video just to take you through a few key concepts. We've got 5 key poses that we're going to do, but we're going to start with some warm-ups. Before we start with the warm-ups, I want to tell you about what you need to think about on your feet. Think about 4 points on the bottom of each foot. So on the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and then each side of the heel, those 4 points. And you want to try to be balanced on those points. So we're not too far to one side, too far to the other side. We're not too far forward. We're not too far back. And I want you to keep your knees soft. So what does that mean, knees soft? Just a tiny, tiny micro bend in it. So let me turn sideways so you can kind of see what I mean. Here I'm standing with my knees soft. You're going to try to balance, to stack head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees over ankles. Right now my knees are soft, but what happens sometimes is we lock out our legs. So watch the difference in my legs when I lock out my legs. You see, I've kind of pushed back. My legs are very straight. My knee crease is moving back, and that's kind of throws you off balance. So just soften the knees just a little bit without pushing the legs back. Soften the knees a little bit and stand tall, and then balance head over shoulders, over hips, over knees, over ankles. All right, so those 4 points on the bottom of the feet, and with soft knees, we're just going to stand nice and tall. Have your hand on the chair. At any time, you can take your hand off the chair if you don't need it, but we know it's there. We're going to do some toe lifts. So we've got those 4 points on the bottom of our feet. Try to be even on them. And then just lift your toes and lower your toes. Do that a few times. Lift and lower your toes. Keep your belly just kind of hugging in a little bit. Okay, keep your toes down, and now we're going to lift our heels just a little. You don't have to lift them much. This is great for your feet, for your ankles, for your legs, for your core. Once those heels come up, you're balancing, you're doing it. You can try it without the chair too. But don't feel bad. If you need the chair, it's there. You're going to get the best benefit if you can use the chair and you're not wobbly. So don't worry about using the chair. The more you do this, the more you practice, do it every day, you're going to get stronger and stronger. All right, so we did toe lifts and we did heel lifts. Now we're going to do knee tracking. So hand on the chair, and we're going to bend our knees just a little bit, and you want your knees to track over the second and third toe, and then straighten the legs. So that's just a little bend, little tiny bend. Just look down at the toes and see your knees just tracking over the second and the third toe. Okay, and you want to do it nice and slow. Don't let your weight come into the ball of the foot. Remember, you're still trying to keep those 4 points on the feet even. So you're not leaning forward into the toes. You're not leaning back into the heels. You're equal on those 4 points and just a little knee tracking. And you can do it if you want without holding the chair. This is great for your legs, for your knees, and your ankles, which are all really important for balance. When you do the knee tracking, you don't want to lean forward. So you can see I'm standing here. It's just a little tiny bend and coming back up. A little tiny bend and coming back up. But I'm not leaning forward. Okay, so that's our knee tracking. Next, we're still on our warm-up, so we're going to do some ankle circles. So you can hold the chair and just circle your ankle, one ankle in one direction, circle it in the other direction. Really important to keep our ankles mobile. And then we'll switch feet. So that way we're not shuffling. We want mobile, flexible ankles, mobile, flexible hips. Let's go in the other direction. All right, and bring that foot down. We're done with our warm-ups. We're now going to do our 5 key points to improve your balance. We're going to do a heel to toe. So have your hand on the chair. We'll stand on our left foot and bring your right foot forward in front, kind of heel to toe, right heel to left toes. So you can feel this in your hips, right? It is kind of narrowed our center line here. Instead of balancing on 2 feet or 2 lines, we're balancing on 1 line. So you can have the hand off the chair. You can have maybe just 1 finger on the chair so you know that that chair's there. Good, let's come out of that. So bring that foot back. Now we're going to stand on our right foot and we're going to bring our left foot forward, heel to toe, or close enough. If you can't, this does work the hips, right? It does change the direction of our forward motion, our gravity. So if that doesn't work for you, you can have that foot a little off the center line. And as you do it, you're going to get better. And maybe try letting go of the chair or a finger on the chair. Good. We're standing tall. You've got that little micro bend in that standing leg. That the back leg is your kind of more your stabilizing leg. So a micro bend, you're not locking that knee out. Let's come out of that, bring that left foot back down. Good. That was number 1. Now we're going to do similar. We're going to be more on one foot than the other. We're going to do a cross. So hand on the chair, get your weight on your feet, and then we're going to take our right foot and bring it across to the other side of the left. So the back foot, our left leg, is more of our stabilizing leg. So we have a little soft bend in the knees. You can try letting go of the chair. You can hold on to the chair, but you can feel now your hips, your legs are even at a different angle now. And all of these exercises are really good for our hips. We want to strengthen our hips. Let's come out of that. Bring that right foot back. Get your balance again. Get even on the feet, hand on the chair, and we'll take the left foot across in front of the right. So we've crossed. Good. Feel the hips, stand nice and tall. Your back leg, your right leg, is your stabilizing leg. There's going to be a little more weight on that foot. So stand tall. Try to feel the weight on those 4 corners of the feet, right? We don't want to flop to one side or the other. And then let's come out of that, bring that left foot back. We're even on both feet now. We're going to just do 1 leg lift. So hand on the chair, we're going to stand on our left leg and we're going to lift our right foot. Good. Maybe you take your hand off the chair. Now what you want is hips level. So when you lift the foot, you don't want to dump into that hip. You don't want to sag into that hip. You want the hips level. So think of a line coming right through the hips and maybe letting go of the chair. So they get a little harder as we go. You can feel your ankle making those little micro movements, your calf muscles working. This is strengthening the whole leg, the femur, the hip, everything. Let's bring that foot down. Good. Get your balance again. Hand on the chair. We're going to keep our right foot down. Keep your hips level and lift your left foot. Little micro bend in that standing leg, right? Don't lock the leg out. Good. Maybe let go of the chair. You'll feel your ankle. You'll feel your toes. Toes are really important for balance. Hug the belly in just a little bit. Stand tall, lifting up through the spine, through the top of the head. Good. And don't forget to breathe. You got to breathe. And then we're going to bring that left foot down. Good, good. Now, the next one, the 4th one, is head turns. So I want your feet hip width apart. They could, for more balance, they can even be wider apart, right? Because that gives us a wider base, right? So we're going to do this and we're going to then eventually bring the feet together. So feet hip width apart or wider, depending on what you need. Hand on the chair. We're standing tall. Get those 4 points of the feet, a little soft bend in the knees, and we're going to turn our head to the right. And we're going to come back to center, and we're going to turn our head to the left. So what we're doing here is we're taking our focus off of one point. So just going side to side. So this is helpful. Now maybe try to let go of the chair or just have a finger on the chair. This is helpful because when you're walking, you're not always looking straight forward, right? Your head does turn. You do see things off to the side. One more time to the right, one more time to the left. Good. Now we're going to try to bring the feet together or closer together. If your feet were wider than your hips, Bring them a little closer. If they were hip width apart, try to bring them together. Get those 4 points on the feet. So this has changed a little, right? Because the feet are closer together. Have that little soft bend in the knees. Hand on the chair. Try to keep your chin level here, and then turn to the right, back to center, turn to the left, back to center. Do this a few times, maybe even letting go of the chair or just having a finger on the chair. Good. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Good. Now separate your feet a little wider than the hips. Now I want you to try that again. Feet wider, hand on the chair. We're going to close our eyes. So close your eyes, hug the belly in, get those. This might be just enough for you, right? Just closing the eyes because you've taken out one of your senses here. So we're going to close our eyes, get the weight on those 4 points of each foot, little soft bend at the knees, and turn to the right and turn your head to the left. Maybe just one finger on the chair. Maybe let go of the chair, or maybe just hold on to the chair because you're going to get better as you do this. All right, one more time to the right. One more time to the left. Bring the head to center. Good. Open your eyes. Bring the feet closer together or even right next to each other, depending on your balance. Hand on the chair. Chin level. 4 points. Feel that those 4 points on the feet. Little soft bend in the knees. Hug the belly in a little. We're going to close your eyes. Turn your head to the right, center, left, center. Go nice and slow. I'm kind of going fast here just for the purpose of the video, but maybe just one finger on the chair, or try to let go of the chair. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Bring your head to center. Open the eyes. Good. Separate the feet wider than the hips. Our last one are going to be foot taps. So hand on the chair, and we'll go progressive with these, but you just start wherever you're at. You're going to get better, but you got to do these. You got to do them. Try to do them every day. You're going to get better, and good for you, because as you age, you're going to be stronger and steadier and more stable on your feet. Hand on your chair. We're going to put the weight in your left foot, and we're going to step forward and tap the right foot forward, tap it to center, tap it to the side and center. So just your toes, and then back and center, side and center. Hug the belly in, front, center. So we're always coming back to the center to realign and rebalance, okay? So now, if that feels pretty good and you want to go a little further, let's have hands by your side or hands on your hips, and we're going to tap front, center, side, center, back, center. So just keep stopping in the center. You're just tapping your toes. Stop, pausing in the center. Keep your hips level, and let's bring that right foot back. So hips are level. This standing leg has a little micro bend. You're not locking the whole leg out, the whole knee out. And then if you're feeling good with that, we can not stop in the center. So hands on your hips or arms by your side. You're going to go forward, side, back, side, forward. So these things you can do anywhere. You're waiting for something to cook in the microwave. You're waiting for the water to warm up at the sink. You can do just a few of these little balance exercises. Good. Bring that foot to center, and then we're going to turn around. We're going to turn around or switch to the other side. I'm just going to bring my chair to the other side, because you can feel that standing leg has already started to work. The leg's getting stronger, the glutes getting stronger, your core's stronger. Hand on the chair, right? And we're going to go tap forward, center, side, center, back, center, side, center, front. And you just keep tapping in the center for your balance. All right, get those 4 points on the right foot and that little micro bend of the right knee. Bring that foot to center. Now you can maybe try it without the chair, or you can just have one finger on the chair. So front, center, side, center, back, center. That chair's always there if you need it. Good. Now let's try it, maybe with no hands and maybe with not pausing in the center. So hands on your hips or by your side. You're going to tap front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side. You can do that with your hand on the chair as well. But you're working that leg, you're working your core, you're strengthening your hips, you're strengthening your bones, and you're using gravity to help with osteoporosis to strengthen your bones because we're standing nice and tall and upright. So practice these a lot. Practice them every day. Turn on the video, practice it, share it with someone else you think might enjoy it, and just keep working on your balance. Even if you have to hold really steady on the chair, you're going to get better, but you're only going to get better if you work at it. So keep moving your body every day. Check out some of my other yoga videos, some of my strengthening videos, Fit and Flexible. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for working with me today. Namaste.